Hello everyone, I am back with some new content. You see, I was very busy grinding for the weapons to make my previous video, where we learned a lot about firearms. Due to this, I never got a chance to make myself a very nice home base, what I can call home. Until now, I completely relocated myself on the map, close to the airfield, the trader and some other places where I can loot easily anything I need. In this video, I am providing a tutorial for beginners and veteran hardcore players too, with more advanced tips how to reinforce your base with the strongest available layers. I have covered 5 different topics, and I put timestamps on each. I try to focus on small details, which can help everyone, but please bear with me because there is so much work around how to make bases. I might miss some info, and if you can, just let me know in the comments, and we can discuss it over there later on. Now let's pretend that you are new, or you are changing server to try something new, or even like me, relocating home to a new area on the map for whatever reason. Number 1. Preparation. Here we talk about what you need to prepare before building. I divide these in 2 parts: base structures or tools and materials. I start with the materials first. I list all important materials here. Without these you will not be able to start or upgrade later. Branches, logs, ropes made of rugs, planks made of logs, nails, metal sheets made of scrap metal, rebars, bricks, concrete made of cement. And now the tools or base structures. Generator. You need 3 spare parts and 3 scrap metals. Also fuel. Pretty simple. This will be your main power source for the base structures. Wood planer. The cost to craft is 10 scrap metal and 10 logs. Metal planer. 10 scrap metal, 10 planks and 10 spare parts required to make it. For the concrete mixer, you will need the following: 40 military electronics, 10 rebars, 20 metal sheets, 4 car batteries, and 4 vehicle repair kits. From this list, everything is easy to find across the map except the military electronics. Military electronics can be found in bunkers, which needs a bunker key to open it first. Bunker keys can be looted from helicopter crash sites, but if you watch this you might be surprised, because I looted one from a car. If you're a new player, I do not recommend going for this until you get better weapons and armor, especially if you're playing solo, but you can still build your base up to the metal tier. So now we have everything to start building. Here, we are going to talk about the numbers. Number 2. Planning and calculating. As I demonstrate here with a foundation block, depending on the size of your base, you must calculate if you have enough material of everything to complete the entire plan you have. Now let's see just for one foundation block the cost of all materials to complete last tier. 10 branches, then 6 logs and 2 ropes. After we need 10 planks and 4 nails, then 10 metal sheet and 2 rebars, and finally 10 concrete and 2 bricks. Reminder, not all base structures required the same number of materials. Some of the cost the half of this amount. Of course, it's normal to start building, and in case you run out of any material, you can stop and go loot the necessary items. However, my experience is going to save you a lot of time. It is much easier to plan, calculate, collect, and build once you have it all. Trust me, it is very easy to get distracted, and you will lose a lot of time. Now let's talk about where to get some material, or how to make them. Branches and logs are everywhere in the wild. Get a knife and axe and cut. Knife and axe can be crafted from scrap metal. Ropes are made of rugs. Loot clothing and tear them up for rags. Simple. For the planks, you need to use the wood planer with logs. Remember to have fuel and turn on the generator before operating the wood planer. Nails can be found on construction sites and industrial areas. Very common loot. Metal sheet can be found almost everywhere, but it is rare. For this, collect plenty scrap metals and use them in the metal planer. Basically, scraping scrap metal gives metal sheet. It is tedious, but with this, your base will be strong and will look like a proper building. Rebars can be looted from scrap piles, construction areas, and pretty much almost everywhere. Useful note, you can also make your own scrap metal at home. If you want to know how, go watch my video about this. Top right for the link. Bricks are from brick piles all over industrial and construction sites. Not common. You are going to spend a lot of time to find enough. And lastly, cement. I have come across cement almost everywhere, but this is still rare in general. There is one spot I can recommend, south from the city, called Kamensk. Across the bridge, a huge construction site. You will find bricks here too. For concrete, just simply put the cement in the mixer and power it up. It will make you concrete fairly quickly. Number 3. Building your base. In Deadside, your base requires materials to upkeep. This mechanic was designed to wipe bases of inactive players over time. I assume this improves server data management. What this means is, you must put the required materials in the storage to keep your base of decaying on the server over time. If your base was made of different layers or tiers, for example logs and planks and metal, then you need to provide all these three materials in the storage to maintain the upkeep. And if your base was made of only concrete, that means you only need concrete in the storage to upkeep. The base size dictates how much of the specific material you need for the upkeep. Big bases need more material. You can always see the upkeep time at the bottom right corner once you are within the zone of your base. I recommend you craft a storage unit on the very first foundation block you make. Whatever tier or layer you chose to make sure you put those material in the storage, or the base will start decaying immediately while you are building it. Basically, decay over time will damage each block which is not covered for the upkeep and will be required to repair. Feel free to build whatever you want. I have seen very tall towers and some impressive designs. I do not know if there is a limit, but I guess I will find out one day when I get very bored. If you make a mistake placing the wrong block somewhere or wish to reconstruct, then you can tear up each part and you will lose 50% of that material, what it was made of. Now I am going to fast forward my building and we can talk about the comfort boost. Number 4. Comfort explained. If you open the inventory, you will see this yellow icon at the bottom left. This indicates multiple buffs you get from multiple sources, such as consumables or comfort. The bottom left corner, you can see the green arrows upwards if you have any active buffs or boosts on. The house icon with the number and the percentage is indicating that you're having a comfort boost active. The number under the house represent the level which adds up from the items near you providing comfort, such as furniture or decorations. The only rule is that these items must be close to you, within 1 to 2 meters approximately. So, if you have multiple rooms, don't split the decorations everywhere, otherwise you will not get max potential comfort. I know we all try to make a nice home with custom design and all, but for this, make a room where you place items which gives comfort, preferably in a small room. Here I demonstrate for you to see the level increases as I place more items around myself. And 100% means maxed on level 5 of comfort. Here you can see what benefits you get from this. You can combine others' buffs together, and it will add up as you see here. I have plus 10 health points from food and plus 10 health points from comfort, makes in 120 health points in total. I wanted to show how this boost works in practice. I am outside my base. You can see the zone once you equip the hammer. There are no buffs, and the comfort level is 0. I get only plus 5 life regeneration, due to food and water level in white stage. But this has nothing to do with comfort. This only comes from the level of food and water. Please look at the stats of the food here with no comfort. The fish steak is 25, and the fried deer meat is 35. Remember these numbers, please. Now let's head in for comfort, shall we? As soon as I step in, comfort level rises, as you can see at the bottom left little house icon. Now it's 100%, level 5. Let's check the benefits over the inventory menu. We got instant max health plus 10, and little arrows appeared on the heart icon. Now the important part. Have a look at the food we were just checking outside a moment ago. Stats increased for both. Deer meat provides 41 foods, now due to the comfort. The fish is 29 instead of 25. More you eat with comfort, satiety kicks in, and in the long run you save food this way. Now I just want to show that if you leave the area, but you stay in the base zone, the comfort level drops over time. Because the items giving comfort are too far from you. However, if you cross the green zone line, you get 60 minutes outside of the zone, as you can see the counter appears next to it. I think we learned everything about comfort and how it works. Now the last thing I want to share is where to find items, which provides comfort. Number 5. Loot for comfort. The 2 main residential areas or cities are best places to go for items gives comfort. You can find some elsewhere, but it's rarer. Just look for open flats in the residential blocks or tall buildings. Most of them closed, but you check every floor and keep searching. Never forget to check the balcony. I really hope I covered most topics which can help you. If not, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to learn anything useful from you too. As always, thank you very much for watching, like and share if you can. Happy grinding you all, stay tuned, and see you all in the next video.